call?
I sure will. Blyven.
Here.
Ingalls.
Here.
Carter.
Here.
Dubravik. Eel. Snyder.
Here.
We do have a quorum.
Next item of the agenda is approval of the agenda for June 27th, which is today. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Yes.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Okay.
Aye.
All right.
Okay.
Next item is approval of the meeting minutes from May 9th, 2022. Do I have a motion to approve? Is that a
Yes.
motion?
Yes.
Okay. Second?
Oh.
I just, this is the first I've seen this, so I haven't had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get this, like sometimes they deliver them at home.
All right, well,
early.
since this is a special meeting, we can approve the minutes at the next regular meeting.
That'll be great, because I gotta be honest with you, I haven't read them. You know, my accident was May 13th. Our meeting was May 9th, and you know, I've told you, because sometimes we don't meet for months. I try to do them within a day or two, just because my memories, you know.
Right.
And I kind of laughed. I said, Abby, I actually had the minutes done. She goes, oh, yeah, they were all done. So, but I got to be honest, I haven't, you know, I mean, I read them when I wrote them, but that was a month and a half, almost 2 months ago. So anyway, so yeah, we'll just do it then.
We'll table it.
Okay.
Next item of business, public comments, excluding the comments regarding the applications. Any comments? No? Next item is new business. First is a work application at 506 East Division for a replacement of asphalt shingles to a shaker-style asphalt shingle. Mike?
Okay, I'm looking, trying to find what I want to do. Oh, I know. Bear with me. I want to get the left-hand column out of here, and I haven't done this in a while. So Abigail,
Should be able to hit F5.
pardon? F5, Command 5? Oh, got it. Okay. So we're there. And I'm also going to put Gwen is here now, so excellent. Gwen, we're on the first application for 506 East Division, and the property owner is here. And basically, the intent is the asphalt shingles that are on the home are older, and they are definitely in need of replacement. And the owner of the home basically wishes to replace the current asphalt shingles with new asphalt shingles. To my knowledge, there is no plan to change anything regarding the soffits or any of the architectural features. And Lisa, I guess what I'd like to do is, if I can do it or you can, just, you brought a sample of the shingle, and just kind of let them see what you're looking at replacing. Go ahead, just, yeah. So this is the shingle she is planning on using.
Nice color. Okay, it looks nice. Yes.
Is that the color also, Lisa?
Yes, it
It is, okay.
Thank you, Vanna.
Yes. It's a nice shingle. You know, we've handled replacement for replacement shingles in the past. I guess I don't have any questions, other than I just wanted to verify with Lisa that they are planning on making no changes to soffits or other architectural features.
Does anybody have questions or comments about the application?
I have a question, maybe comment. It's not actually about anything with the product or any of that, but up there right at the bottom of your valley, it looks like some rotted wood. Were they gonna kind of address that, hopefully, when they do your roof? Because you may end up with roof problems if that's not addressed at the same time.
It is. They are doing new deck board.
Okay, including what would be, I mean, it's not really a crown molding, but it's like the drip edge there. Do you see where the valley and
I
that
see
comes
what
together?
you're looking at, but
Yeah.
I am not a builder. I just know that they
Right.
have to replace, he looked in the attic
Mm-hmm.
and whatever he was looking at, but there's enough space between the boards in the attic
Mhm,
that he
mhm.
could see that all the flat boards, the deck,
Mhm.
that's what I'm assuming a deck board is, need to be replaced.
Okay, all right.
So,
Well, you might just for the, you don't want to end up having problems down the road. That's not an aesthetic thing we'll deal with, but, structurally, that bottom area there, you have some what looks like, it might just need a paint job, but it probably is a little punky, you know, because it's looking kind of split, that they might be able to replace that little section out for you a little bit, you know.
Right, okay.
Any other comments or questions? Nope. Do I have a motion to approve the work application at 506 East Division?
Mark? Yeah,
Yeah, I make a motion. Just
Second?
raising your hand isn't the right idea.
Second.
okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It is approved.
Lisa, thank you
Thank
for your
you.
time. Let your contractor, well, we try to make it painless.
So now I'll submit the building department or permit, and I'll get it to your contractor when it's ready.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item of business is work application at 461 East Cass for replacement of asphalt shingles to asphalt shingles with replacement of current decking to meet modern code regulations.
This here is a photo of 461, and it's, the home, obviously, the owner feels it's in need of replacement, which I'm sure it is. Again, I've not heard anything. The builder has applied for the building permit. I don't believe it includes anything as far as changing soffits or architectural features. This is the shingle here. They've actually already bought the shingles. They have not put them on yet. ICO, I'm not familiar with it like I am the certainty, architectural, and so forth. But it does appear to be a black shingle, and it's called an ICO Dynasty Storm Shield. And
The brochure was in your packet for those.
Is that it?
yep, that's all I have. The property owner is not here.
Yeah, she was planning on coming. Owen just informed me that somebody had locked the doors, so I apologize for that, Gwen.
Oh, it's okay.
So, hopefully she didn't try to get in.
It's unlocked now?
It's unlocked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Does anybody have any comments or questions about the project? So I suppose since the applicant's not here and we aren't able to ask questions, we should just put some stipulations on the,
Conditions, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, no question. Conditions can be,
Okay, aren't these the same guys that are doing all the houses?
they're doing a bunch of them.
They're doing a bunch of them, so they're all gonna be done pretty much the same. They're putting new sheathing down on, for the decking and all that. And where the drip edge is bad, they replace the fascia edge and the drip edge.
That is my, yeah. and
Yeah, they
this-
do them on all the same way, so.
Right, right.
That's who did John's house, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was this one. There's a bunch of, they're from downstate.
You wonder
It's
what
a-
happened? Did we have a, it says insurance is paying for it.
There was I will call it a mild storm, there was a storm. It was a
Right, I remember
significant-
that.
But there was some hail damage and
Okay.
a number of roofers, primarily from out of the area, worked with a variety of homeowners to get their insurance companies to cover part, if not all, of the roof replacements, supposedly due to hail damage. I mean, I was at my house when it happened. Yeah, there was a little hail, but I certainly didn't have any roof damage. But yes, it's a firm from downstate that has been doing a lot of them. About a year and a half ago, I did contact them because they were, just to remind them that they did need to submit building permits. You know, you can't just come into town and re-roof and not get permits, which
But-
they have done.
But since you have to have a permit, so is someone actually watching? I know the inspectors are out of Benzie or something now.
Well, no, we have a local inspector.
Okay, so he
They have
keeps an eye on
office
them
in
as they're
Benzie
going.
and Hastings, but the inspectors are local. I think
Okay.
the one that would inspect this, believe lives in the Tustin area.
Okay.
So, and they're around all the time. They're around, but the ones that do it from out of the area, some of them have come and gone so fast you don't even
Right.
know they were here. Others we've kind of had to corner and call and say, you need to, get permits. We haven't had as big a problem in our historic district as some other areas, but, I always question the quality of the work because while the company itself is a licensed contractor, it doesn't mean that the crew that they send up from downstate necessarily has a supervisor that, but they've been doing a lot of them here. A lot of communities do not require building permits for re-roofs. We do, because there's nothing in the Michigan Building Code, residential building code, that says you're exempt. Now, if city council were to say any re-roof in the city of Cadillac, we're gonna exempt that from that part of the building code, but our city council has chosen, no, we're gonna follow the Michigan Building Code. So,
So this is Whaley Construction?
pardon?
Am I reading that correctly? Some group called Whaley Construction?
No, Whaley was the first one.
Okay, so it's not the same on all these then?
The first one was a different one. All the rest of them were Rapid Roofing.
Rapid.
Rapid response.
They have a
roofing.
269 area code, which is southwest Michigan.
Springfield.
Yeah.
I was just making a point, if we look at one of them, we can pretty much assume they're all gonna be the same. So I walk by there almost every day and I'm thinking, we got piles of shingles sitting around town, look like a warehouse.
They've got signs all over, and if the signs are in the city right away, we pull them up. If they're in someone's private property, we tend to leave them alone.
Okay.
Are they the ones that did John's house? Rapid
don't know.
Response?
I have no
This is
idea.
Joni Holly's house.
The first one, yeah.
This one right here is Joni Holly's, yeah.
But like you mentioned, all of the applications simply say remove and put down, nobody says I'm changing anything, but like you said, we don't have anybody here to ask. So,
Right.
But they're all
I
on
doubt.
paper
Same thing.
identical.
I
Right.
doubt they're changing anything, because if it's an insurance thing, they're not gonna,
That's correct.
Do extra.
I did clarify that with the contractor, and he said they are not cleared to change anything other than the decking and the shingles.
right. And most of the old houses, they need new OSB because the old rough boards are too far apart to put shingles on.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
gaps.
All right, so why don't we frame the motion as
Okay.
to approve the work application with the condition that the work is limited to expressly what is stated on the application.
Okay.
Do I have a motion to that effect?
Sure. I'll make a motion.
A second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Who made the second?
I did.
Oh, great. Okay.
All right, it is approved. The good news is that items C, D, and E pertain to properties that are not in the historic district, so they are off the agenda,
Great.
and we can move on.
How'd that happen?
The builder, ironically, or the contractor that's doing this, they happen to be a contractor that I called a year and a half ago and said, please get building permits, and they submitted a whole bunch of building permits to Abigail, and these other three all have the box checked that says, is it in the historic district? So that's why it's on the agenda, and that's why Abigail went to all the work of putting the packets together. And I came back to work after my accident this afternoon, and quite frankly, I got looking at it, and then I went and took some pictures, and then I went, I don't think those are in the historic district. So all three of them are just outside the historic district. How do you like that, Laura?
Saves us some time.
I try to shorten meetings, Laura.
I like it.
Who's remotely on?
Laura is with our attorney's office, Foster Swift, and they had talked to them because they didn't know I was going to be here. So
Because I
you
wasn't
know,
running this meeting alone. Okay.
So, yeah, Abigail has not ran this meeting before, so evidently Laura volunteered, and anyway, but
Yeah.
Okay. So those items are off the agenda. Next item is old business. I'd like to just table everything to the next regular meeting rather than going through the entire agenda,
okay.
even though we've already approved the agenda. So I'll just, commissioner comments? Anything? Public comments? There is no public. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I have a comment.
Oh,
Everybody should go by the museum and look at the windows.
Yes, they look,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not painted yet, but the windows themselves look much better.
oh, the windows look 100 times better.
Yeah,
I gotta go back that way.
Oh,
Well, maybe
check it
not,
out
but
then.
yeah. So it's not painted yet, but.
So are they new windows then? Or they-
No, the old windows were restored. So
Okay.
what is new though are, custom-made storms.
Cool, okay.
So, mhm,
Beautiful.
which are like, you know, the ones they're using in Heritage Hill and whatnot, and
Very
so
cool.
there.
Gwen, did you do a spring open house at the museum this year?
I'm sorry, did they? They did not, no, because everything is still, they just finished, so everything because they worked from the inside and the outside.
Right.
So they're looking more towards like mid to end of summer to be
Okay.
open.
Good.
Because they have to put it all back together now. It's like
Got
a,
it.
you know,
Got it.
The
big
inside's-
mess inside.
The inside's almost all done.
Oh, that's good.
We've moved.
Mark has been working on it.
Mark, Mitchell and myself
Uh-huh.
and Nick Marinelli and Bonnie, we moved all the big stuff where it goes, and Haley has put all the little stuff
Oh, that's great.
back.
Okay, so we're pretty close, right?
Oh, yeah. The downstairs, I think the upstairs is finished. The
Uh-huh.
downstairs just needs to be reassembled.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Very cool.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you, Gwen,
That's
for all of your
exciting.
hard work on the music.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
all of
And,
you.
and
Cool.
Yes.
everybody's
Donated
Yeah.
stuff, so, yeah. Time, energy, money, you name it, you know?
Yeah. I have a check for you, by the way.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm going to interrupt Laura because you're listening. Our historic museum here in town is a over 100-year-old Carnegie Library. And Gwen sits on the board, and they have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to update and to basically make it more energy efficient. Long list of things Gwen can go over, but the most recent one has to do with the windows and I believe some storms on it for insulation. So it's been a big project that's been going on, the fundraising's been going on 3 years.
Oh,
Probably more
years.
like.
Yeah, probably
So
15.
it's, yeah.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
galas.
So
and
it's
the-
it's a quite a significant project, Laura, of a former Carnegie Library that's over 100 years old.
That's amazing.
Okay, no other public comments? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
Yay.
Well, it's
We're
nice to
done.
see you
We're
guys.
done.
Good to
Thank
see
you, Jed.
You too.